Hey there, I wanted to answer the question, why does having the right realtor make a difference in a real estate transaction? Well, the thing is, you need to be really focused on the client. That's what it's all about. It's not me and my experience or awards or anything like that. It's about the client. So I need to understand you. I'll do a deep needs analysis, need to know what's important in terms of your timing, your motives, your goals, your budget, what's important to your family, what are your hobbies, where do you want to work, how far would you commute? Need to understand all those things, the holistic approach to your life, so I can better match real estate product that best serves you and helps you meet your goals. So what I like to do is sit down at the beginning. We'll do a consultation. I'll make sure that I understand you. Hey, this should be a little bit fun. I like to have a good time doing this. We're dealing with important matters. It's where you live with your family. It's also probably your biggest financial investment for most people, but we can have an enjoyable time doing that as well. I'll bet you've all heard some horror stories about people at work or maybe family members that have had bad real estate transactions. I hate to hear that. There's no reason for it. If you prepare and you do your research, there's no reason that you should find yourself in those situations. So that's my job, is to understand you, your needs, and to use my experience and knowledge to best protect you and put you in a position to win. So a little bit about the process that we were working on buying a home. The first thing we do is sit down in a conference room and tell me your story. And maybe you've got kids and you're going to bring them, they're going to play with toys, and we're going to talk about your family, your hopes and goals and dreams. You might be on the other end. Maybe you're moving up, the kids have moved out, you're an empty nester, and you want that dream home that you've worked for and you've accomplished and you've earned. Or maybe it's time to downsize at this point. So whatever the situation is, I'm going to work with you to make sure we make a great purchase today that stands up to the test of time. The proof in the pudding is when you call me back in a few years and we sell the house, you should be able to book a nice profit, and because you made smart decisions, we work together as a team to get you in a position to win. So how do we do that? We look at comparable sales when we identify a property we like. It's sort of like Kelley Blue Book for a car. We're going to look at other similar things and make sure we know the true value of the home you're looking at. It can get easy to get carried away. It's an emotional thing. You might enjoy the feng shui, the open floor plan, kind of the modern concepts we're seeing. And that's that side of it. And it should appeal to your heart, definitely. But we also want to make sure we're making a sound financial decision. And ideally, we're making sure that property is worth every penny you're paying for it. And even better, maybe we're moving in with some equity because we bought the property under appraised value. We're going to make sure that you have a house that's in good condition. When we're buying, we'll work to make sure you have an inspection. We'll look at the key items: health and safety, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, foundation, roof, all those big ticket items. We don't want you to move in and 6 weeks later have to call someone out and replace an air conditioning system. That can be very expensive. So we'll go through that part of the process. I'll help make sure you get a survey to look at, because maybe you want to add a pool at some point in time, or maybe you're going to add a casita. We want to take all those considerations into account up front and make sure we've looked at those items and make sure they fit in on the property. Another important thing is, what are the property owner guidelines? The homeowners association. You may have designs about what you want to do with the property. Let's double check and make sure that you can do those things before we get you committed to a property and you spent money on inspections and appraisals only to find out you can't have that really big flagpole, or maybe you want a couple horses on the property. We need to know that information in the beginning. So I'm here as your advocate. I'm going to make sure I understand what you're looking for. I'm going to use my experience. I've been able to help 500 families plus buy and sell properties. So there's a lot of history in those transactions. That doesn't really mean anything other than I've got the knowledge and experience to help you with your goals. Now, if we do this right and you buy the home, quite often people come back to me at some point in the future and I'll help them sell it. And because we made good decisions in the beginning, we're ready to have a great transaction on the other end. Now, if you didn't buy with me, still, there are things we can do to make sure you have the best outcome. I'm going to look at, from a presentation standpoint, they always say you get one chance to make a first impression. So we're going to look at that curb appeal. We're going to see, does the exterior need painting? Did you know that $5 bags of mulch are the best investment you can make in real estate? It's the best return on investment because it doesn't cost much and it makes that front curb appeal pop. When we get into the property, we're going to look at things like interior paint, carpeting. We're going to look at kitchen and master baths are really big items that people look for when they're shopping. So we're going to think with that in mind. We're going to think about, how does the camera frame and present your property? How does the videography look? Is it going to show the best features in the home? I'm going to work with digital marketing. I also work with AI. This is just something that's developed here in the last year or so in real estate. We're going to take all this information and make sure that we're presenting it in the most attractive manner to the public. Because my goal when I'm selling your house is I start as a marketer. I'm going to present your house to the world, and we're going to hopefully get lots of people to walk through the property. And when that happens, we're going to see healthy and strong offers so you can get your best net outcome from the sale of your home. Again, a lot of that success is set up though by making right decisions in the beginning. So I love to work with my clients on a client for life relationship. I want to do a great job so that you're happy today and in the future. Sometimes that means walking away from a property. I just did that yesterday. I advised a client to walk away because there were defects in the property that were going to cause him problems down the road. It's about you and how I can support you. So that's what I like to do as a realtor. And if you find that information helpful and you'd like more, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.